Hello guys, sup? Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Franklin Hassey, and this time around we'd like to do something so different. And let me put this across, okay? Do you remember probably want to do some tasks on your computer and you wish you do it fast? Or do you have that one friend who is always fast when it comes to his PC? What about when it comes to programmers and hackers? How they use their keyboard? Very fast. Okay, don't worry. I got you covered with some shortcut keys when it comes to Windows computer. Okay, now let's get started. The first one we'll talk about has to do do you know that you can create your own visual desktop? Imagine using your Windows with a lot of files and folders open, or you need a new vacant area to work with, and you need to minimize all those your files. Sounds so weird, right? Yeah, and that's a tedious work, of course. So normally you can access your new desktop or the visual desktop when you click on the task view on your computer, and then you go to new desktop at the top here. Okay, then you click OK. All right, so this is your new desktop, but that's a lot of work, okay, which is some few one began, and if you finish, you just have to come back and then close it here again. Okay, we don't want that to happen. So which shortcut keys do we use? Okay, so to do this simply, you just have to press the Windows key plus Control plus D. Okay, Windows plus Control plus D. Already we have gotten our new visual desktop. Okay, this will switch to a new desktop, and it's still working on your new visual and want to actually go back to the old one. Okay, if you are working and you want to go back to the old one, or do you think the old ones have vanished? No, I don't think so. Okay, to get that, just press on the Windows key, okay, plus Control. Then you can use the arrow key to switch between the arrow key, which is the left and the right arrow key, to switch between. So Windows Control plus my left arrow key brings me back to my old desktop, and then Windows plus Control plus my right arrow key sends me back to my new virtual disk. Okay, and what if you are done using and you want to probably sign out, so let me put it that way, or probably like close your new visual disk desktop, sorry. The best you can do, or the shortcut keys you can use, is the Windows plus Control plus F4. Okay, so Windows Control plus F4 have closed my new visual disk. So let's see if it's still actually available. So we go to our task view. Okay, you can see it there, right? It's not actually available there anymore. All right, so that's about creating a new desktop, a virtual desktop, just to make our works easier for us. Okay, now what about our action centers? The current Windows, which was released last year, that was 2019, has or the Windows 10 has some special features called the action center, where you be able to get access to your Bluetooth, your notifications, your Wi-Fi, your hotspots, among others. Okay, it's just at the right down corner. Okay, at your down corner there where you have your notifications. Okay, this one is especially what I mean. Okay, all right. So to get this in the simply short way, you just have to press the Windows key plus A. Okay, Windows key plus A, and that happens. Okay, you're able to get your action center within time. All right, simple, right? Good. So want to go back. All right, basically that's it. What if you want to get access to settings? Do we have to go back to our Windows at the left corner and now looking for our settings, or you want us to go to the search button there and now be typing for settings? No, we don't want to pass through that tedious way. Okay, to get settings on your Windows computer easily, you just have to press the Windows key plus I. Okay, Windows key plus what? The I. It will show. All right, you get that? Okay, it has given us the what? Our settings automatically. All right, sure. Now, in case we have a lot of files or we have a lot of programs on our desktop, okay, I have some few ones here. Let me see. All right, and my Chrome and my movie I was watching and my okay. So with my settings, so in case I have all these and we want to minimize all of them, right? Like going back to take them out one by one is actually hell work, right? Just going to be some way, and it's time wasting. Okay, so to do this, we have to just press the Windows key plus M, probably to symbolize what? Minimize, right? Okay, so Windows plus our M key has minimized everything, right? And there are different ways we can also do one. There's another way we can do it, okay, where we have all our folders and our files or our apps open. Okay, I have all these apps open here, so we just have to press Windows plus D. So Windows plus D or Windows key plus the D minimize Windows plus M and Windows key plus D minimizes our apps, a lot of apps that we have on our computer. Now, what if you want to access your favorite apps? Okay, if you want to access your favorite apps on your computer, right? How do you do that? I'll first suggest that if you want an app, say my Telegram here, okay, the Telegram I have here. First, what I need to do is to pin it to what? My taskbar. Okay, I've already pinned that. All right, so when you pin it to the taskbar, okay. So let's say with my Explorer, okay, at the down here, the Explorer here, Explorer happens to be my first app, okay, on my taskbar. Okay, how do I have to get access to them quickly? Okay, so first I said what? If you have some apps you use regularly, pin them to your taskbar. But how do you get access to them? Okay, to get them quickly, you have to press the Windows key plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 keys on your keyboard. Okay, and they are being arranged in that order. So let's say you have 9 apps pinned to your taskbar. The first one on your left is 1, the second one is 2, to the last one, which is what? 9. All right, on my computer I have Windows Edge or Explorer as my first one. Okay, sorry, Windows Edge as my first one. Now, how do I get access to them? I said we press a Windows key plus the numbers. Okay, so I want to get access to my Edge, so it's my Windows key and 1. Okay, Windows key and 1. Windows key and 1 has produced me my Microsoft Edge. Okay, so that's basically how it is to get access to your apps or your favorite apps you use always. Now the next one is, how do we split screen? Like, want to use screens, two screens at the same time. Okay, want to do two things, multitasking yourself. Okay, so let's say this file and this file. Okay, instead of going the long way by dragging and pushing to your left where you have another one here, and then you choose a different one also. Okay, it's some way, right? You can see that I'm really suffering with that. Okay, right. All right, so how do we go with it? Okay, now you open one app and press the Windows key plus the right arrow. Okay, so let's say this app, so Windows key plus my right arrow. You get that? It's on my left, right? Good. And then I'll have to open another one, so Windows key plus my right one. Good. So I'm able to switch between two apps. I can be able to use them or two softwares at the same time. Okay, so that's screen splitting. Okay, so we split the screen. Okay, all right, and this will also help us to be able to watch video and then do the tutorials, or watching tutorials and practicing at the same time. Do we get that? All right, so let's get to minimize our folders. All right, now how do we switch between apps? Okay, how do we switch between apps? So to do this, you have to press the control key plus alt plus our tab key. Okay, control alt plus the tab key. All right, so now we have all my apps here. So for instance, if I were to be using this particular one, which is my Microsoft Edge, control alt plus tab will be giving me this. So how do I switch? So I do that and I pick a different one here. Do we all get it? All right, so that's basically how you switch between apps. Now sometimes you'll be using your computer and this troubleshooting, you know, you are not able to close some apps, and some apps are not responding, and others, right? Instead of going a long way by right clicking on the taskbar, going to wherever, which is a long process, sometimes that may even take a long time to do. Okay, so to troubleshoot, okay, we just have to press the control key plus shift plus the escape key. Okay, control shift plus our what, escape key. All right, okay, so that's my task manager window that has what actually appeared. So here we can force stop them. Okay, you can force stop. So on to force stop, you click here and then you what, end task. All right, so I force stop my word pad. All right, basically that's how we troubleshoot sometimes. Okay, and now sometimes we those that wear lenses, okay, and we sometimes suffer seeing some things on our machines, and we need to magnify, or we need to see what we are looking at better. Okay, so how do we magnify, or how do we zoom in and zoom out on our desktop? Okay, now to do that, you just have to press the Windows key plus the minus or the plus. The minus to zoom in, and then the plus to zoom out. Okay, so Windows plus my plus will bring my magnifier out. So this is my magnifier around here. Okay, so Windows plus my plus, you cannot see that, so I've magnified to 500% views. Okay, and I can what, also bring it down. All right, so this is 100%. all right, which is actually what I like most. Okay, so we close it. So that's how basically we what, magnify on our screen. Okay, now this screenshot, I know a lot of you guys will know how to screenshot, okay, on your PC. Okay, it's not anything so big to do. All right, so to screenshot some important files or folders, what you have to do is to press the Windows key plus your print screen print screen key. Okay, Windows plus your what, print screen key, which screenshot. So we've all seen that action there. So to be able to get access to your screenshot, you should be able to go to your file manager or your files, then to your pictures. Okay, then you go to screenshots. Okay, so these are all my screenshots, and basically this is what I took today. Okay, I took this one down here. All right, so now sometimes we'll be playing games and we want to record the games. Okay, or do we need to download some apps on our computer before we can be able to do screen record to save our screens? No. Okay, so when we want to do screen recording, we have two things, or two ways we can do that. If it's game that we want to do, it comes with its own way. Okay, so if it's game, we go to Windows key plus the Alt key plus the R key. Okay, Windows plus the Alt plus the R, which when we are playing game. For now I'm not playing games, so nothing of that sort is actually going to work. Okay, now what if you want to do our normal screen recording? It's an inbuilt one. All right, so to do that is Control plus G to come out with our screen recording. All right, so we have our screen recording here, so we can bring our performance, our capture, and the rest. So this particular part, all right, so I didn't meet the required way of actually doing the screen recording. Right, so basically that's how we do screen recording. And there's another way where you should be able to do your screen recording when you are streaming videos. Okay, or when you are doing online, you're playing online game. Okay, so it's Windows key plus Alt key plus B, Windows Alt plus B. But at the moment I'm not playing the game. Okay, so I won't be able to you can also see that broadcasting is no longer supported in Xbox game. All right, okay, so we just have to cancel that. We are not doing that right now. And sometimes you'll be doing something so important and you have your siblings, stubborn ones around there, and you actually avoiding them to get access to your computer, or probably you're doing something you don't really want to see what you're doing, okay, and you need to lock your screen. Okay, so how do you lock your screen? It's simple as Windows key plus L to lock your screen. And don't forget, you surely actually have to give it a password. I already have a password on my screen already, so it's done. So I've already locked my screen, and lo and behold, we are back to it again. So which other Windows key do you know? Which shortcut keys do you know? All right, put it down the comment box or the comment sections there, and let's all learn from each other. Okay, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like, don't forget to share to your families and friends to also do the same. All right, thank you for your time, and always stay positive.